So it rained today, and this happened. I didn't know rain could turn you into a lion. Who knew? Hi guys! So as a lot of you know, I've been doing a weekly video series called School Vlogs, I guess, or How to Get Healthy in High School. And basically they're just videos where I show you how I maintain a healthy lifestyle while going to high school. And after posting those, I've still gotten a lot of questions from people saying, how do I have enough time to exercise and make my food and eat my food and bring my food to school, and how do I have time to do all of these things? And a lot of people are saying, oh, like I have extracurricular activities and clubs and this won't work for me. And so I just decided that I would make a video sharing with you top 6 tips on how to use your time wisely so that you can exercise and fit in healthy things for your life. So my first tip is to go to bed early and wake up early. And the reason for this is that the earlier you wake up, the more time in the morning before school starts that you'll have to get ready, to eat your breakfast so you don't have to hurry, maybe to even go for a run if you have enough time. And going to bed early obviously gives you enough rest so that you're energized in the morning and you don't have to take 30 minutes to wake up and get out of your bed. So I usually go to bed no later than 9:30, and I wake up around 5 o'clock, sometimes 5:30 if I have a late start that day. So, so what I do with my extra time is I drink a liter of water when I wake up. That's the first thing that I do. On Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, when I do not have a first period, I go for a run in the morning, and then I'll also do some other exercises sometimes. And then I'll also have time to make a really nice breakfast and sit down and eat it and enjoy it without having to rush. So when you have extra time, even though it can sound so horrible to have to wake up so early, you can totally just train your body to do it, and in a few weeks it won't seem hard at all, and you'll be really happy that you did that so that you'll have time in the morning to do things, and then you'll feel a lot more re-energized the rest of the day. So my second tip is to use any extra time that you have to finish your homework. And what I mean by this is you don't have to do your homework after school all the time. If you have time at school to finish it, do it then so that by the time you get home from school, you've already completed all of your homework and you don't have anything to do. And there you have extra time after school to exercise or eat something healthy or do yoga or stretch or do an exercise or go to the gym. So what I do is if I have homework and I know I'm going to have homework that day, then at lunch, sometimes I'll go in the library and I'll finish my homework, or I'll sit at a table outside and do my homework, or sit with some friends and do some homework, or ask people for help if I need help. And if the teachers in my class give us extra time in class to work on stuff, I always use that time rather than texting or talking to people in my class, or sometimes I do read, but I just tend to use my time effectively instead of wasting it on things and then regretting it afterwards and then having all of this work to do after school. So when I get home, I usually don't have very much homework to do, which means that I can use my time to go to the gym or run or eat something healthy and stretch and kind of just meditate if I want to, take a nice shower. I don't have to rush, and I can just relax if I want to. Third tip is optional because it probably isn't attainable for everybody, but it is to ride your bike or walk to school if you can. So as a lot of you know, I started riding my bike to school this year because I wanted to save gas, I wanted to get some exercise, and I just thought it would be cool. I figured I don't live that far from school. Why am I wasting gas to drive just a tiny little ways when I could be exercising at the same time? So that's what I started to do, and the ride is only about 3 miles, and on the way back there's a lot of hills. So I'm getting in a pretty good workout, and I usually come to school kind of sweaty, so if that's not something you want to look forward to, then recommend not riding your bike to school. But obviously I don't like going to school sweaty, but that's just what happens when you ride your bike, and I don't mind because I know that I'm getting a workout while at the same time going to school. And so the reason this is helpful to use your time effectively is that you're getting an exercise when you're doing something that you would have to do anyways. So I have to leave a little bit earlier, but I used to get to school way earlier, and the reason why I get to school early is because I'm ready so early because I wake up so early. So the more time I have in the morning, the more time I have to get ready, and by the time I'm ready, I have so much extra time that I'll end up just riding to school and finishing my homework in the morning at school before my class starts, or I'll just not leave until later. And If you can't ride or walk your bike to school, that's totally fine. It's just if that's an option for you, maybe you should consider it, because then you would be getting exercise. Then you would be killing two birds with one stone. Actually, someone in my comment said feeding two birds with one seed, which is way better and way more vegan, is to make the lunch you're going to bring to school the night before. And this obviously saves you more time in the morning. Instead of rushing and having to make your breakfast in the morning and you don't know what you're going to have, if you make it the night before, you already have it ready. And so I always bring juices to school. So it's super easy. I can just juice some oranges the night before and put it in the fridge, and then the next day I have orange juice. And obviously it's not ideal because you always want your juices to be super fresh, but when you're in a squeeze, that's like a pun, but if you're in a squeeze or you don't have enough time, then just do what's best for you and use your time effectively. And if you're having a juice that was in the refrigerator overnight, you're gonna be okay. Another thing, I also sometimes buy juices at the store. I'll buy a carton of tangerine juice or some big green juices from the store, and that way I don't even have to spend the time to make it. I can just buy it like that. Fifth tip is to eat smoothies or oatmeal for breakfast, and this is because they're easy to make, they're easy to eat, they're fast to make, and they're fast to eat. I prefer smoothies because I love having fruit in the morning, but if you live in a cold climate or you like oatmeal is a really great option. They digest fast. I find that they fill me up really fast, and I feel like with a smoothie, it's a solid food because, well, it's not a solid food, but it's like a blend. It's not like a juice, like there's still the fiber and the whole food is in there. It's just blended in a different form. And I find that I can eat more when I'm eating food in a smoothie form, like a liquid form, than just eating whole fruit. So smoothies, I can drink a giant jar of smoothie in the morning, and that lasts me a really long time, and then I have my juice at school that I can finish then, and I'm never hungry at school, ever. Oatmeal's really great too. It's super fast. You literally just take oats, some flavoring, some raisins or nuts or whatever you want to put in there, boil some water or heat up some almond milk, put it in the microwave if you don't even want to boil the water, and that's super fast, and that really keeps you full for a while. My sixth tip is to try to exercise in the morning, which kind of goes hand in hand in waking up earlier in the morning. So if you wake up earlier and you have extra time, exercise, and you will feel so refreshed when you're done. I personally love exercising in the morning. If you don't, then don't even bother with this, but I find that when I exercise in the morning, the rest of the day I just feel so much more awake and so much more energized, and I just have a different kind of vibe to me, I guess, when I exercise in the morning after I go for a run. And then I just eat my breakfast and I'm ready to take on the day, and it definitely helps wake me up. So if you can just do a little room workout, like some sit-ups, some push-ups, some jumping jacks, burpees, whatever, in your room just a little bit after you wake up, and then you will feel a lot better afterwards. And you'll get your exercise in the first thing in the morning, and you don't have to worry about it the rest of the day. Alright, so those are my top 6 tips on how to use your time effectively so that you can have time to exercise and stay healthy while going to high school. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope it's helpful to you guys that have questions. And if you have any more questions, please leave them in the comments below, and maybe I'll make another video similar to this addressing those questions, or I'll answer them in the comments. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. I will still be trying to make a school-related vegan video once a week. I've just been very busy with school and with exercising. So yeah. So anyways, if you guys liked it, let me know, and I will see you guys in my next video.